agencies working together in Senegal.
To Senegal, where supporters of one of the presidential candidates, Bassirou Faye, have taken to the streets of the capital, Dakar, in celebration as early results from Sunday's vote showed the opposition contender in the lead. The celebrations came as at least 5 of the 17 candidates in the race issued statements congratulating Mr Faye on what they called his victory. But his main rival from the ruling coalition, former Prime Minister Amadou Ba, said the celebrations were premature. There was no immediate comment from Mr Faye. Millions in Senegal took part in Sunday's vote to elect the country's 5th president. It followed 3 years of unprecedented political turbulence that sparked violent anti-government protests and brought support for the opposition. Joining me to discuss this is an African affairs analyst, Patrick Coker. Thank you for joining us on World Now. Well, local media in Senegal are reporting that Mr Faye is leading. Did that come to you as a surprise?
Thank you very much. It did not come as a surprise at all. It just went the way the political pundits and political watchers have predicted. The only surprise is that the face that should have led that party to victory could not participate because of indictment by the court system.
All right, and as it stands now,
this person is Ousmane Sonko. Yeah.
Yes, as it stands now, the ruling coalition candidate Amadou Ba actually thinks that these celebrations by Mr Faye's supporters is premature. Do you agree with him?
Well, as a political analyst, I would believe that anybody that contests will continue to believe that he will win. And as long as the umpire has not announced officially, every result remain speculation, as it were, even from contacts on the ground. They believe that the outcome may not go into the runoff. However, until the umpire announces and the Constitutional Council affirms, we have to keep the result as maintain status quo, as it were.
All right. And whoever emerges winner of this election, what do you consider the issues that should be priority to focus on in making Senegal better?
I must say that Senegal has become not just a beacon of hope for democracy in West Africa, but I think in Africa, because they've been very, very consistent. Yes, we've witnessed violence, crisis, and political disturbances, but the military has never attempted to be the Lord and Mayor or Savior of the day. So we must give it to Senegal. This is one major plus. Secondly, we will be expecting, based on Sonko's campaign agenda, some very drastic change. For example, he has promised change in CIFA. He has promised to make Senegal English speaking. He has promised to fight corruption. One thing that may happen is that Sonko, his co-founder of PASTEF, may be given state pardon, and probably he may emerge as a prime minister. But he definitely, Ousmane Sonko, will definitely play a very major role in the incoming government if he is announced the winner.
All right. As it is now, definitely you have mentioned Sonko is not on the ballot, and Faye is on the ballot. Should he win this election, do you see him able to carry on the plans that Mr. Sonko actually had for Senegal?
Indeed, most Senegalese believe that Faye won the election based on the popularity of Ousmane Sonko. the tagline for the campaign was Diomaye is Sonko. That means Faye is Sonko. And that helped actually to galvanize and mobilize the youth to the extent that they don't see anybody but Sonko and Faye. So I believe that most of Osman Sonko's agenda will definitely have a great place in the government coming forward. And I must mention that Sonko is from Zigancho, and that is the area where we have security issues in Senegal. It is my belief that long term, the crisis, the internal crisis that has stayed for so long will definitely come to an end if Sonko becomes, or if Sonko's ally becomes the winner in these elections.
All right, let's talk about the role of women and youth in politics. This election in Senegal is taking place in March, and of course the month is designated Women's Month. And there was only one female candidate in this presidential election. She has now wished Mr. Faye success. How do you think women and youth participation can be improved on?
Well, I must applaud the fact that we even had a woman on the ballot, because predominantly Senegal is quite, has a large number of Islamic, or Islamists, really major. Now, women definitely also play a major role in the participation. That means most women, many women voted during these elections. However, I believe that women's role in elections must necessarily be supported all through West Africa, to the extent that not just by education, by empowering them resource-wise, and creating that space for them. For example, in a country like Sierra Leone, 30% representation has been constitutionally earmarked for women. Elsewhere, we've had this. So as a matter of policy and law, I believe that could be a start point to promote the participation of women in politics, as it were.
All right, then African Affairs Analyst Patrick Coker, thank you very much for talking to us on World Now.
Thank you very much.